Alright guys, officially dropped off in the Frank Church Wilderness via airplane. Solo hunt. Gonna be chasing some mule deer. Hopefully all goes well. See if we can't find us a nice buck. Enjoy God's beautiful creation. Spend some time alone. Should be a great trip. Got a bit of a yard sale behind me. Gonna set up a base camp here and then prep for a spike out. Head out in the mountains somewhere. Spend a couple days back in there maybe, who knows, we'll see. Depending how long everything takes to set up, I might stay here tonight and head out tomorrow. Or if all goes well, I might head out right away. So, we'll see. So while I'm getting firewood, we're also multitasking. We're getting some water for base camp. So I usually run a CNOC bag to another CNOC bag. But it disappeared. I couldn't find it. So luckily, I don't even know what kind of bag that one is, but luckily the threads match. So just hanging off the tripod. Get you some clean water without doing anything. It's nice. Alright, well, I got camp all set up and ready to go. Base camp, that is. It's about 12:41. Decided we're gonna make a push. Hope we can make it up to that saddle tonight. And if it works, maybe a little further. But we're all loaded up. 4 days worth of food. I don't know if I'll stay out for that long, but better to have it. So we're gonna head back in there. Well, good news, I've officially spotted my first animals. Downside is they're elk. Maybe I should have grabbed an elk tag. I don't know if it's just cows, if there's a bull up there, but they're up in a burn. I know there's at least 3 of them up there. But those would be pretty piece of cake if I had an elk tag to sneak up on and tag one, because I'm not that far from the airport. Oh well, still super cool. Alright, well, we're getting close to the top. Well, the top for today at least. We came from way down there. There. And we're headed up to that pass. Probably going to be where I sleep tonight. Saw some elk, which is cool. Not thrilled that I haven't seen a deer yet. Has me a little worried. Especially from the reports I got in here of how many I should be seeing. But that's why we keep grinding. I'm wearing new boots. And they're I almost turned around. I'm getting hot spots on the backs of my heels. Thought about turning around, heading back down, spending the night at base camp, swapping out for my ultras, which I know will be fine. Instead, I just kept poking my way up nice and slow, and it seems to be okay. They're definitely hot spots, but I got some leuco tape I'll throw on them tomorrow morning. I don't plan on doing a whole lot of steep climbing. Once I get up to the top, it's kind of just running a ridge line, so shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, I'm gonna keep grinding. See ya. GoPro stop. We got camp all set up. Got the seek outside simmer on. I have the stove, but I'm honestly not gonna take the time to put it together tonight. I'm so exhausted. So we'll just sleep without it. I think the plan for tomorrow is get up and head out up and over there, little saddle back there, and there's a long ridge that just runs out that direction that I want to get on and take a peek at. So give that a shot. In the meantime, I'm gonna make some dinner. I'm gonna make my bed, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Peace out. Well, it's been snowy and foggy all day. I did end up seeing 2 does. I was out here. They came through right here, within 40 yards. Anyway, I've been debating what to do. It's painful for me to think about leaving this nice dry tent location. The original plan was to head up across that mountain and beyond. But for now, I think I might actually stick with camp that I've got, head out back up that way, hope the fog lifts, give me a chance at something maybe. Killing me just hanging out here all day, so go give something a shot. Probably won't take you guys with me though. Well, good morning guys. It is day 3. Not seeing what I was expecting to see. I was expecting to see a lot more deer. I've only seen 2, and that very much felt like happenstance. They came walking down the trail pretty much right to me. I've yet to glass up a single deer. Glassed up a bunch of elk day 1, but that's it. So today we're going up and around that hill. Let's see what we can find out there. Well, we've gone quite a ways. Past some elk tracks, but not a single deer track. I don't know where these deer are, man. I don't know if they're way back down by the river or what, but they put glass a lot of country and not seeing anything. Well, good morning, day 4. Much better weather. Still some clouds, but way nicer than it's been thus far. I think the plan now, I was debating whether to just bomb back down the trail to camp and try to dry a bunch of stuff out today. I think I'm gonna go out and across that ridge, take that ridge top and go down. I don't know, we'll see. I'll throw my pack on, see how much it weighs, see if it's doable or if I'm crazy. I would admit it's absolutely beautiful, but it'd be more beautiful if there were deer. And now it's starting to snow. Awesome. Alright, this is getting a little ridiculous, guys. My feet are completely hammered. Blisters all over the place. These new boots, bad decision. But at the same time, if I'd worn my other ones up in the snow, that would not have been good either. I just tried to filter some water and my filter's plugged. I couldn't get it unplugged. My secondary filter I can't find at the moment. So when I get back down to camp, I'll dig around for that. I do have some water back at camp, but man, the wife's van's broken down. Apparently the whole entire tire fell off. Luckily she wasn't going very fast. But couple all that with not seeing any deer makes it a little difficult to want to stay, so we'll see what happens. God sure made a beautiful world, didn't he? So the last trip I went on to Wyoming, Clarky gave me a tassel off of her bike, which was super cute. She gave it to me and said, I want you to keep this in your truck so you remember me. Well, now I'm out here in Idaho, and I've seen a few of these, and every time I see them, I never would have expected that this would remind me of her, but I've seen them every day, and it's just such an awesome pick-me-up, puts a smile on my face. So let's see if I can find it again. Hopefully I didn't step on it. Here we go. Might be hard to see, but it's just one of those black and orange caterpillars that she loves to catch at home. So, super cool getting to see those and reminding me of her while I'm out here in the middle of nowhere on a hunt. Love you, Clarky. It's the canyon we're headed up. Found a spock. It just started really snowing good, so I'm gonna put the camera away for a while. Try to keep it dry. Well, guys, unfortunately for you, that escalated very quickly. I ended up running into a group of deer. Found a buck in it. It wasn't a massive buck in any way, shape, or form, but he's a legal 3-point, and I've been in here 6 days and haven't really seen anything. So, anyway, he was about 300 yards. The fog was coming in. It was snowing like crazy. Fog was coming up. And I didn't think I was going to have enough time to set up the camera. Pulled up the camera out of my bag because of how much it's been snowing. Set up the camera and take the shot before the fog cut me off. So, ended up setting up on him, took the shot. Heard a whack like it hit him. But I haven't been able to glass over to this side to see if he's down. So, I had to put the crampons on. I'm wearing my running shoes that are hiking boots. Threw the micro spikes on, and I just got over to the other side. And here are the tracks where the group of deer were. They were working their way up that way. So I don't know how high they were when I took the shot, but now that I found the tracks, I can at least follow the group of deer up the hill, see if I can't find the buck. Well, that was insane. Apparently he wasn't all the way dead. I got over here to right there, and he was in this bush right here. He came flying out of the bush, right down here, down there, and stopped on that ridge line. I dropped to my butt, slid down the hill just a little bit, racked one in him, and he's tumbled down the hill, down there. So, thought he was gonna run me over. Let's go find him. This is tracks. There he is, stacked up in the bushes. Let's go see him. I guess we're gonna cut them up right here. We're loaded up, boys. Time to head for camp. Well, I'm very glad that I brought micro spikes, because I would not be able to do this without them. Good call, Chase. Well, I'm back down on the trail now, which is glorious, but I didn't want to take the pack off, so I bent over, took the crampons out, or the micro spikes, and just hung them over the barrel of the rifle, because I'd rather just keep going than stop and have to put the pack back on. I'm headed for the house. So, to get to where I got this buck, you gotta go through a chunk of private. And it's probably, I don't know, half mile, 3/4 of a mile, I don't know. A decent chunk. And when I got to the one end of it, the people that own it pulled up with the truck and offered to give me a ride all the way to the other end. Super nice of them, but I had to tell them no, because that's cheating. We shoot the buck, we pack the buck out. We're gonna take free rides. Get some. So it sounds like the plane won't be able to show up till tomorrow to pick me up. So today, for starters, I'm gonna run and grab some more water because I'm pretty much out. And then maybe have a little breakfast, which I've yet to do on this trip. I've been super not hungry on this trip. The first 4 days that I was spiked out, I had 4 days worth of food. I ate 1 day worth of food in those 4 days, and I was putting in some work. So yesterday, the entire day, from when I got up in the morning, shot the buck, took care of him, brought him back. By the time I got back to the base camp, the only thing I had had for the day was 1.5 Nalgene bottles of water. 0 food, no nothing but a Nalgene and a half of water. So, I don't know, it's weird. I still feel like I got plenty of energy. And just not eating as much as normal. So probably gonna come back a little bit lighter than I left the house, which isn't a bad thing. Anyway, so after I get the water, I'm probably gonna have some breakfast, and then I'm gonna take the meat and debone it. So I also forgot to mention that when I was crossing the creek yesterday, which is about 200 yards away, I broke my trekking pole. Now, granted, they're just the cheap $20 Costco Cascade trekking pole, but it treated me very well. I had those for probably 4 years and took them all over the place, and they were phenomenal. But now I got to throw it away. figure out what I'm going to get next. See if I go with the same cheapo pair or go something a little fancier. I don't know. We'll see. Tough to beat 4 years for 20 bucks. So, yeah. So I'm sitting at the runway. And a gentleman, he's 75 years old. He just tagged a buck. He got back down with the head and some of the meat, which means I'm gonna run up and go grab the rest of the meat for him. So get a little exercise in today. Help a guy out. Should be fun. Well, we were struggling to find his buck, but looking down the hill, I see a bunch of magpies. My guess is that's where it is. We found it. Well, guys, got it done. Found his buck, loaded up the packs, and brought him down. He was super thankful. He's a 75-year-old gentleman with Parkinson's, and this is his last hunt, at least out here. So pretty memorable for him. Awesome that he got to fill his last tag, and I'm super thankful that I was able to be a part of his last trip out here, being able to help him haul some meat off that mountain. So super cool. Well, we made it back safe and sound, alive and well. Yeah, super glad to be back into real life. Head home, go see the family, wife and kids. That'll be awesome. Had a blast back in there. Got a nice buck, and yeah, I mean, I was hoping for a little more, but when with the amount of animals I was seeing and country I was covering, and talking to some of the people when I went back to base camp who weren't seeing anything, yeah, I'm super happy with it. And landed, and the people at the airport said it's the biggest buck they've had roll through so far, so I guess that's a good sign. I'm sure as the time goes on and those bucks move in and migrate through that area, they'll obviously get bigger and bigger bucks coming in, but I think I came away with a good one for the time I had in there. So anyway, time to head home, see the fam. See ya.